Tomatoes, tomatoes, woo-hoo.
You guys, this tomato looks like a butt. If you guys have read the title, you guys can already tell that today we are going to can tomatoes. I have a bunch of tomatoes that my mother-in-law gave me, and then I got a bunch at an orchard, and so I'm gonna make some tomato juice to have on hand for the winter for when I like to make soups. First off, if you've never canned tomatoes, it is literally the easiest thing you can can. Well, especially tomato juice. So it's perfect for beginners and it's cheap and it's an easy way to save money. Over here, I have my box of tomatoes. As you can tell, there's definitely some spots that will need to be cut off, but that is okay because we'll just cut them out and won't use them. And then over here, I have my canning jars, which first I'm gonna go put these in the dishwasher right now so they can start sterilizing and getting clean and warm. And then I'm gonna run down to the basement and start my canner so that can start boiling, and then let's begin. I always wash my jars to ensure that they are nice and clean for the food that I'm about to put in them. Down in my basement, I do have this little canning area that just has oven, a little counter over here, and then I do have a sink. But I'm gonna go ahead and just start my canner up. I already have some water in it. For now, I'm gonna go ahead and get these washed, get everything out, and then we will go through the canning process. The first thing you will need to do is cut out the core of your tomato and cut off any bad spots. My rule of thumb is cut off anything you would not eat yourself. Once you are done cutting off all the bad spots, go ahead and cut up your tomato into smaller chunks. This helps the cooking process go faster. And then go ahead and throw your tomatoes in a pot to cook. So once you are done cutting them up, you will just turn on your heat on your oven to medium and put a lid on them, and then every once in a while stir them. You need to make sure they don't burn to the bottom of your pan. Eventually it will turn into this liquid, and you can use a smasher to smash them down even farther. They will cook down for 30 minutes. Once the tomatoes are done cooking for 30 minutes, go ahead and strain them in a colander. It is nice to have a colander that is small enough to keep the seeds behind. So all I did was dump the tomato juice in this little colander, and then I'm just smashing this to get all of the juice. And then what I will do with this stuff is I will just take it out and I will put it with my scrap bowl. When your jars come out of the dishwasher, you will want to feel the rim of the jar to make sure there are no cracks or ridges. If there are cracks or ridges, your jar will not seal. Go ahead and fill your jar until there is ½ an inch to an inch of space left at the top of the jar. And before putting your lid on, make sure to wipe off the rim to get off any food that may have gotten onto it. that my canner was at a rolling boil, I just threw them in here, and now I'm gonna put them down in the water and boil them for 20 minutes. Look at there, they're all done. So that batch of tomatoes got me this much tomato juice. And I would like to add that I did not drain off any water when I made my tomato juice. I don't care if there's extra water added, because when I add it to a soup, I'm gonna have to add water anyways. I can always thicken my soup up with some tomato paste if needed. Anyway, I took them out of the canner and then I let them sit in the basement for probably 30 minutes while they sealed. And now I'm gonna bring them up here to label them before they go to my canning room. But I hope to do at least one more batch of tomato juice if I can find somebody that has some tomatoes that they're willing to either give me or let me buy from them. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video of canning. I enjoy canning. It is something that old teacher got me into that was my math teacher in high school. Jay really likes her pickles, and so as a wedding gift she taught us how to can, and so that was 3 years ago, and I've been canning ever since, and I love it. And each year I try something new, but tomato juice was one of the things that she taught me how to make. Please do not forget to like this video, as well as leave me a comment down below, because I love hearing what you guys have to say to me. I read them all. And if you guys have any canning stories, let me know. Bye.